Leo always said. The clock would outlive him. We joked about it, of course. Old Leo, eccentric, stubborn, obsessed with that damn antique grandfather clock in his hallway. Said it had been in his family for generations. Told us with that eerie calm of his that it would keep ticking long after he was gone. Well, he was right. When Leo died last winter, the clock didn't stop. It should have. The weights ran out. The pendulum stilled, but every night at exactly 3:17 a.m. the chimes would ring. 12 slow, shuddering strikes, like a heartbeat from beyond the grave. His daughter, Emily, tried to ignore it, thought it was the wind or her grief playing tricks, but when her friends heard it too, when they asterisk felt it, vibrating in their bones, she called me. I'd been Leo's handyman, fixed that old clock a dozen times, so I showed up with my tools, ready to silence whatever rusted gear was sticking. The moment I stepped into that hallway, the air thickened, like walking through fog, and the clock, dusted, lifeless, stood there, waiting. I opened the casing. The gears were frozen. No tension on the chains, and yet, as I touched the brass, my fingers tingled like static, like something breathing. Then Emily whispered Leo's last words. Don't wind it backward. Too late, my hand slipped. The key turned just half a rotation. Counterclockwise. The clock gasped. A sound like grinding teeth. The pendulum jerked once, twice, then swung wild. And behind the glass, the hands, they spun. Faster, faster, until the minute hand snapped off and clattered to the floor. Silence. We exchanged terrified looks. Then, tick. The sound dripped down my spine. The broken clock was ticking on its own. Emily backed away. I should have followed, but I leaned closer and peered into the shadows behind the gears. Something peered back, not eyes, not a face, just a shift in the darkness, a shape where no shape should be, and then soft, wet a whisper. You wound me up. The clock struck, not 12, not 3. One single, screaming chime, and every light in the house exploded. Glass rained down. Emily shrieked, and in that chaos, I saw it, just for a second, the hands on the clock. They weren't pointing to numbers anymore. They pointed to letters. Leo now. Now the clock chimes every night. Doesn't matter if you dismantle it, burn it, throw it in a lake. At 3:17 a.m., you'll hear it, and if you listen very asterisk closely, between the strikes, you'll hear something else. Leo, laughing.